The Houston Astros, a franchise forged in change. Prologue baseball comes to Houston. In the early 1960s, Houston stood on the brink of a new identity. Known for oil, innovation, and space exploration, the city sought something else, its place in Major League Baseball. When the National League expanded in 1962, Houston finally claimed a team of its own. They would be called the Colt 45s, a name as rugged as the Texas frontier itself. But this was only the beginning of a story defined by reinvention. Era 1, the Colt 45 South, and the dawn of baseball in Houston, 1962-1964. The Houston Colt 45s took the field in 1962, playing under the open sky at Colt Stadium. The early years were difficult. Losses mounted. Pitching was inconsistent. And success came in short supply. But Houston had baseball, and that alone mattered. These were formative seasons, built more on patience than performance. The franchise learned the rhythms of the major leagues, while laying plans for something revolutionary, a domed stadium that would change baseball forever. Era 2, the Astros and the Astrodome age, 1965 to 1974. In 1965, the team was reborn. The Colt 45s became the Houston Astros, a name inspired by the city's connection to NASA and space exploration. They moved into the Astrodome, the eighth wonder of the world, the first fully enclosed, air-conditioned stadium in MLB history. The Astrodome altered the game itself. Grass wouldn't grow indoors, leading to the creation of artificial turf forever known as AstroTurf. Pitching and defense became paramount. While wins were still elusive, the Astros were no longer an afterthought. They were innovators. Era 3, first contenders in playoff heartbreak, 1975-1980. By the mid-1970s, the Astros matured into contenders. Stars like Joe Morgan, Cesar Sadeco, and J.R. Richard led a powerful and athletic roster. In 1980, Houston reached the postseason for the first time. The National League Championship Series against the Philadelphia Phillies became one of the most dramatic in baseball history. 5 games, 4 extra-inning contests. The Astros fell just short of the World Series, but they had arrived as a legitimate force. Era 4, ups and downs in the Astrodome, 1981 to 1993. The following decade brought inconsistency. The strike-shortened 1981 season produced another playoff appearance, but sustained success remained elusive. Still, the Astros developed a reputation for strong pitching and defense. Players like Nolan Ryan, whose no-hitters became legend, and Mike Scott, whose dominance in 1986 carried Houston to another division title, defined the era. Yet postseason success remained cruelly out of reach. Each rise seemed to end just before greatness. Era V, the Killer Bees and a New Home, 1994 to 1999. The mid-1990s ushered in a renaissance led by Jeff Bagwell, Craig Biggio, and Derek Bell, the Killer Bees. Houston became a perennial contender, consistently winning division titles. In 2000, the team moved from the Astrodome into Minute Maid Park, a retro-style ballpark with a modern edge, symbolizing a franchise stepping into a new era. The Astros were no longer just innovative, they were competitive, year after year. Era Vi, the Golden Run and a World Series appearance 2002-006. The early 2000s marked one of the greatest stretches in franchise history. With the additions of Roger Clemens, Andy Pettitte, and Roy Oswalt, the Astros boasted one of baseball's most formidable pitching staffs. In 2005, Houston finally broke through. The Astros won the National League pennant and advanced to their first World Series. Though they were swept by the Chicago White Sox, the achievement represented the pinnacle of decades of perseverance. Era 7, decline, rebuild, and a league shift 2007 to 2014. After the highs came a steep fall. Aging rosters and failed rebuilds led to years of losses. In 2013, the Astros made a dramatic shift, moving from the National League to the American League West. Under new ownership and leadership, the franchise committed to a full-scale rebuild, embracing analytics, player development, and long-term planning. Losses piled up, but a foundation was quietly forming. Era 8. A new dynasty emerges, 2015 to 2019. The payoff came swiftly. Young stars like Jose Altuve, Carlos Correa, George Springer, and Alex Bregman transformed Houston into a powerhouse. In 2017, the Astros won the World Series, delivering the franchise's first championship and bringing joy to a city recovering from Hurricane Harvey. Houston became the model of modern baseball success: deep lineups, dominant pitching, and relentless consistency. Era 9. Controversy and Resilience 202-02-022. In 2020, the Astros were rocked by revelations of a sign-stealing scandal tied to their 2017 season. The championship was not revoked, but the team's reputation was forever altered. Amid boos, scrutiny, and skepticism, the Astros responded the only way they could: by winning. In 2022, Houston captured another World Series title, cementing the franchise's sustained excellence and resilience. Era X. The modern Astros and legacy in progress. 2023 present. Today, the Astros stand as one of baseball's defining franchises of the 21st century. With multiple pennants, championships, and a culture of competitiveness, Houston remains a perennial contender. Their story is one of transformation, from expansion team to innovators, from heartbreak to dominance. The Houston Astros are no longer chasing history. They are part of it. Epilogue. Built for the future in a city that reaches for the stars. The Astros reflect Houston itself: resilient, evolving, and unafraid to change. Their journey continues, written season by season, inning by inning, under the lights of Minute Maid Park.